Welcome to the asylum. History textbooks love to present the past as a dignified march of wise statesmen, brilliant inventors, and sensible decisions. Those textbooks are lying to you. Welcome to Extorical, where we uncover the past to shape the future. And by shape the future, we mostly mean learning from humanity's absolute jaw-dropping incompetence so we don't accidentally repeat it. Today we are counting down history's top 10 most unhinged, darkly hilarious moments, starting from number 10 and hurtling straight down toward total societal collapse. Buckle up! Coming in at number 10, the 1908 New York to Paris race. Imagine telling a group of early 20th century men, "Hey, let's drive a machine powered by explosions across frozen oceans, through Siberia with 0 roads, maps, or AAA memberships." 6 cars entered, only 3 finished. They drove across ice sheets that casually cracked beneath them, relied on locals who looked at them like they were circus clowns from outer space, and proved once and for all that men will literally drive across a freezing continent rather than ask for directions. Number 9 takes us to London, 1858, for the Great Stink. For decades, the British Empire, the masters of the world, the pinnacle of civilization, had a brilliant waste management strategy. Dump everything straight into the River Thames, right next to where they got their drinking water. Brilliant. By the summer of 1858, a heat wave hit, and the river transformed into a soup of biological regret so potent, it forced the entire parliament to flee the building. They soaked curtains in chloride of lime just to survive. Nothing says peak imperial power quite like running away from your own poop. Next one on the list, the body snatchers of Edinburgh, Burke, and Hare. At number 8, we take a dark turn into the entrepreneurial spirit of Burke and Hare in 1828 Edinburgh. Medical schools needed dead bodies for dissection, but finding them was tough. William Burke and William Hare solved this supply chain issue brilliantly. Why wait for people to die of natural causes when you can just expedite the process? They smothered 16 people in total before getting caught. Hare turned state's evidence, walking free, while Burke got hanged and then dissected by the very medical community he supplied. Talk about a full-circle customer review. Number 7, the Emu War of 1932, Australia versus birds. Let that sink in. Farmers were losing their crops to 20,000 giant feathered velociraptors, so the government sent in the military equipped with Lewis machine guns. The emus responded by developing guerrilla warfare tactics, scattering into tiny groups and laughing off thousands of rounds of ammunition. The birds won. The Australian military retreated in absolute disgrace. Nature remains undefeated. Next in line, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Number 6 gets genuinely wild, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. In the 1850s, a man named Hong Xiuquan failed his civil service exams multiple times, suffered a nervous breakdown, read some Christian pamphlets, and decided, yes, I am the younger brother of Jesus Christ, and God wants me to overthrow the Qing dynasty. He launched a civil war that resulted in one of the deadliest conflicts in human history, costing an estimated 20 to 30 million lives. Remember that next time you fail a test and think about changing your major, keep it to accounting. Don't start a celestial dynasty. At number 5, we have Operation Mincemeat from World War II. British intelligence needed to trick Nazi Germany into thinking the Allies were invading Greece instead of Sicily. Their solution? Find a dead guy, invent a fake identity for him as Major William Martin, fill his pockets with love letters, a theater stub, and fake classified documents. They dropped him off the coast of Spain, and the Nazi high command completely fell for it. They shifted entire divisions based on the schedule of a corpse who died of rat poison. World War II was won, in part, by successful corporate catfishing. 4. The Pig War of 1859. Number 4, the Pig War of 1859. On San Juan Island, shared by the US and Britain, an American farmer shot a British-owned pig that was eating his potatoes. This single oinker nearly triggered a full-scale imperial war. Both sides rushed hundreds of troops and heavily armed warships to the island. Thankfully, the commanding officers on both sides were sensible enough to realize that starting a global slaughter over a dead farm animal was peak comedy. They spent the standoff drinking tea together instead. 3. The 1904 Olympic Marathon. Coming in at number 3. The 1904 St. Louis Olympic Marathon. It wasn't a race, it was a live-action cartoon of human suffering. The course was a dusty, single-lane dirt road, kicking up blinding clouds of dust. The winner, Fred Lors, drove 11 miles in a car, waved at spectators, and jogged across the finish line as a prank. The actual gold medalist, Thomas Hicks, was administered a cocktail of raw egg whites, strychnine, and brandy by his trainers mid-race, and had to be carried across the finish line while hallucinating. Another runner took a nap in an orchard because he got chased by wild dogs. Ah, early Olympic sports. Truly pure. At number 2, we have the Great Molasses Flood of 1919. A giant storage tank holding 2.3 million gallons of molasses in Boston. A 25-foot wave of sticky, high-viscosity goop tore through the north end at 35 miles per hour. It crushed buildings, tossed trucks around like toys, and trapped people and horses in a slow-motion disaster. For decades afterward, people swore that on hot summer days, you could still smell the faint, sticky ghost of sweet caramel doom drifting through the city. 1. The Dancing Plague of 1518. And finally, taking the top spot at number 1, the Dancing Plague of 1518. In Strasbourg, a woman named Frau Trophäa stepped into the street and started dancing. She didn't stop. Within a week, 34 people had joined her. Within a month, 400 people were convulsing and dancing uncontrollably in the public square. They couldn't eat, they couldn't sleep, and many literally danced themselves to death from heart attacks, strokes, and sheer exhaustion. The local authorities' brilliant medical advice? Hire a band and build a wooden stage so they can dance harder. History, ladies and gentlemen, never a dull moment. From suicidal emus to homicidal dancers, humanity has always been one bad decision away from absolute chaos. But hey, looking back at our ancestors' greatest blunders helps us realize that no matter how weird the world gets today, we've always been a total mess. Make sure to hit subscribe, drop a comment with your favorite historical disaster, and remember, uncover the past to shape the future. See you next time.